All right, what's good, man? Let's get into it. So let's talk about uh James Harden. You know what I'm saying? And people are liking my videos about with the KD video and the Steph Curry video. Give my perspectives on their career. Give my perspectives on their overall. What they done for the NBA, what they done in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And now I want to talk about James Harden and the definition of a failed superstar. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody considers James Harden a superstar. I don't. Me personally, my criteria of a superstar is very, very high. Me personally, you have to be an MVP. You have to be NBA champion a multiple time. You have to be NBA champion, most likely, and Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? And at least in the kids, I won't say Defensive Player of the Year. I'll say Finals MVP, MVP, and won a Finals. You know what I'm saying? So there's only few superstars. There's only few people I consider superstars in the NBA. That's LeBron, KD, Curry, Kawhi, Jokic, Giannis. And then if you combine Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, then they're a superstar combined. I don't consider Tatum or Brown superstars alone, but combined they're superstars. So once again, KD, Bron, Curry, Kawhi, Jokic, Giannis, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown combined. So I never consider James Harden a superstar. But everybody, especially people who grew up in the 2010s in my era, high school, middle school, whatever, consider James Harden a superstar. Fine, cool. Let's go with your logic. He's a failed superstar. He's the definition of a failed superstar because what has James Harden done in the league for the last 10, 13 plus years? I'm not going to count his OKC years, obviously, because number one, he was coming off the bench. He was a rookie. He wasn't the guy. Obviously, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and Serge Ibaka were the guys before him. He was coming. He was like the sixth man, and I believe he win sixth man of the year. One of those years, I could be wrong about that, but James Harden got traded to the Rockets in 2013, 2014-ish, somewhere around there. I think 2014 because he was on that finals team. No, he got traded in 2014, I think, because he was on that finals team that lost to the LeBron James Heat team. So he was there. So what was that, 2012? So around 2013, 14-ish. Someone in the comment section can correct me. What has he done from the Rockets all the way to the Clippers? I can tell you with my own eyes what he's done. He's put up multiple, and I give him credit for this, especially back when I was in high school. I was, in high school, so I wasn't out late. You know what I'm saying? I had school the next morning on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and James Harden will be on TNT inside the NBA. RP that show. You know what I'm saying? He will put up 60 points against, the Knicks or the Lakers or whoever the case may be, and he would entertain me in the regular season. But when it came to the postseason, he would always choke. He would always choke. It didn't matter who you had around him, whether it was CP3 or Dwight Howard or Eric Bledsoe, or hell, they went out their way to get Russell Westbrook, and it didn't matter because James Harden will always flame out. He will flame out like fire in the rain. He always would. It would never. I wish I was able to sports bet back then. I wish I wasn't in my teenage years and I was able to sports bet. Because the Rockets against OKC, the Rockets against the Spurs, the Rockets against the Lakers, the Rockets against, didn't they lose? No, the Clippers lost to them. Who else did they lose to? Oh my gosh, I can't remember who else they lost to in the playoffs. But it will always be James Harden would choke. He goes to he complains his way out of the Rockets and goes to the Nets. Doesn't do anything. First of all, he gets fat. He looks like a lunch lady. That's why I called him. If you go back to my original videos, go back to 2022, go all the way down. I used to call James Harden Fat Lady James Harden because this dude got fat like a lunch lady. He got fat like a middle school lunch lady serving you milk, cookies, and some cold meatloaf. That's how fat he got. He got fat, went to the Nets, got less fat, got injured and didn't help KD at all in that game 6 against Milwaukee. He complains his way out of Brooklyn, goes to the 76ers for a year and a half, gets back. He loses to the Celtics twice. Did they lose to the Celtics twice? Did they? Because I remember Embiid got injured. Yeah, I think they lost to the Celtics twice. I could be wrong about that. Someone in the comment section correct me. But they lose to the Celtics twice. And I remember the last time he was with the 76ers, they blew a 3-2 lead. And then he goes to the Clippers and doesn't do anything there. He is a failed superstar. That is a fact. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is the definition of a failed superstar. This is the guy that you consider a superstar. What has he done? What has he done? Besides travel, this dude comes out with the biggest travel ever. Did anybody know what a graveling step was before James Harden came into the league? It always used to be you take 3 steps to travel. This dude takes like 6 steps like he's Barry Sanders trying to find his way through the hole in the NFL. He won an MVP in 2018, which nobody remembers. And he won a bunch of scoring titles, which nobody remembers. Who cares about James Harden? And he is a failed superstar. By any means, by the definition, he's a failed superstar. If we're going to give this smoke to Joel Embiid, why don't we give the smoke to James Harden? I mean, Joel Embiid hasn't, at least Joel Embiid stayed with the 76ers. Now, granted, I don't know for how long. He's 30. He has a few more years left in his prime. So he might demand a trade from the 76ers eventually. But at least at the recording of this video, at least he's with the 76ers. This dude, James Harden, was with OKC, and I'm not going to count it, didn't win. He went to the Rockets. They gave him everything, didn't win. He went to the Nets. He has KD and Kyrie, didn't win. He goes to the 76ers with his boy Daryl Morey, once again, who traded the house for him. He has Embiid and Maxey and Tobias Harris and Kelly Oubre, didn't win. He goes to the Clippers with Kawhi, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook, and he didn't win. Definition of a failed superstar. And he's not going to be the only one getting smoke as well, too. I'll continue this series, as July progresses and there's not that much sports talk, but there's going to be other people, failed superstars. But he's just the headline of it because I had to hear for years on top of years that this guy was going to game change. He's going to do this for the Clippers. He's going to do that for the Sixers. He's going to do this for the Rockets and that for the Nets. For what? And what did it result in? Zero. Zilch, zero. I give him somewhat credit. He took the Rockets to a couple conference championships. I remember the one where Steph Curry got injured and Iguodala got injured, I think. And then what's the other one? Did he go to another one? Or am I tripping? Did he go to one conference championship? And he went to one with OKC, but I'm not counting that because he was the 6th man. And I remember he went to the one where Steph Curry and Andre Iguodala got injured and CP3 got injured. I remember that one. What other ones did he go to? Someone in the comment section correct me. Other than OKC and the Rockets won, what other conference championships has this guy taken them to? What has he elevated a team? He elevated the Rockets, one time I can remember? I mean, come on, bro. What are we doing here, bro? And this is a superstar? This is the guy worthy of a superstar? Once again, he's not a superstar to me. There's only a few superstars in the NBA. Bron, Curry, Kawhi, KD, Joker, Giannis, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown combined. Other than that, no one's a superstar. James Harden, Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Embiid, who else? Luka, Kyrie, AD, they're not superstars to me. Sorry, they're not superstars to me. Zion, Ja, Ant, at least Ant not yet. SGA, who I like. Donovan, he's my favorite player in the league. Jalen Brunson, Jimmy Butler, not superstars. DeRozan, not a superstar. Sorry, they're not superstars to me. And neither is James Harden. He is the face of a failed superstar. By your definitions, what has he done in the league? What has he done? I'll wait. All I hear is crickets. James Harden is the definition of a failed superstar. He's value one of this series because there's other guys I need to throw on this list as well, too, as I sit here and make this video. But that's my thoughts. I mean, listen, people, I have no question for you. Usually I have a question for you at the end of these videos, but there's no question to be asked. This is not a question. Anybody with a brain, anybody who knows hoops, anybody who knows basketball knows that James Harden is a failed superstar. And keep it real with you, everybody knows that he's not really a superstar. But, it is what it is, man. That's my thoughts, man. RJ out.